everyone, and welcome to today's very special episode at Star Motors. Today I'm here at Calabogie Motorsports Park, actually doing something really special. It's the high performance driving experience with Calabogie and sponsored by Star Motors. I'm very excited to be here because now I have something super fun that I'm going to be taking on the track for the first time. We have the 2023 Mercedes C43 AMG. This thing I think is bred for this track because first of all you get the hand-built 2-liter motor that pumps out 400 horsepower. It's a mild hybrid to eliminate any kind of turbo lag. You have staggered wheels, bigger brakes, stiffer suspension, and more importantly an active exhaust. So this should be a riot on that track, and I'm very excited to get behind the wheel with my coach today and basically walk you guys through what I'm going to experience today and what you guys can potentially experience with your Mercedes AMG product. A second session update. The first session I found I was definitely nervous going on my first time on Calabogie. Very fast-paced track in my opinion. Now I'm a novice, I don't really know much about this stuff. I found that there were cars that were really hauling there. Bit nervous, trying to get familiarized with the track and all that stuff, but it was fun, it was exciting, right? Nervous in the good ways, not the bad. Second session, definitely a lot more comfortable behind the wheel of the car. I'm starting to get familiarized with the C43 as well. Now I will say this, my coach Richard is actually a very good coach in the sense that what he's doing, what he's telling me to do is to focus on certain sections of the track, right? So because I'm here basically all day, we're doing half-an-hour increments, and every half an hour we're gonna be doing sections of the track. So my second session was really just doing corner 1, 2, 3, and 4, familiarizing myself with the apexes, how to get into the turn, how to get off the turn, and basically continue on like that. The next session I'm really excited about because that's the session that, in my opinion, is probably going to be one of the more difficult ones. It's the double apex. That's the one that I've kind of been not dreading, but just I feel that I've had a bit more difficulty with that particular corner versus every other one. But I think that's kind of normal in this instance. I mean, it is definitely, he was explaining to me, it's one of the hardest corners in Calabogie. Stay tuned. I'm excited to keep you guys updated. Now we're here at the end of the day of the HPDE driving experience, basically. I have a lot of things to note. 30-minute sessions every hour, and it was basically from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Truthfully, I learned a lot in that experience, right? Like, I came here with zero track experience. Basically, the only thing I knew about racing was the drag strip, and then you just go straight, right? Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Coming to Canada's biggest racetrack was a really big change, and it was a really big surprise. When I first got behind the wheel, I was a bundle of nerves, right? And it's good and it's bad, but really you don't know what to expect, and that's kind of what makes you a little bit on edge, and your adrenaline's flowing and pumping and all that. My coach was phenomenal, and I'm sure I could speak to the rest of them here. They take the time, they really coach you through every single turn. My particular coach really had the insight to go and tell me, we're gonna tackle section by section. First time was 1 through 4, and then you basically progress as you go on. On my last session, I was happy to hear that there wasn't very much criticism coming out of his mouth. I was really happy with the end result, right? And of course, I still do have a lot of work to do to be able to drive solo on this track, but the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway I learned as a novice driver here was that it's not about the turns, it's about looking where you go. It's very similar to when you drive on the road, right? You never look down, you never look at the turns, you look in the direction you're looking to travel to. And that's the biggest takeaway I had here. And then the other thing was basically just familiarizing yourself with the car, getting more comfortable with the car. Being able to spend a good 8 hours with the car, you really get comfortable with what it can and cannot do, and I was beyond impressed. I highly recommend anybody with a Mercedes or even a Mercedes AMG product to come in and see what your car can really do, because you will be surprised at what the car can do, but more importantly, you're going to be surprised at what you can do as a driver. We still have a few more HPDE days sponsored here by Star Motors at Calabogie, and I encourage you all to come check it out for yourself. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching.